Today on the channel, we're going to take a look at this cool Kramer Imperial Explorer. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at this really cool Kramer Imperial Explorer. This is not my guitar. It was lent to me to take a look at for the channel. I figured us being a Van Halen channel, and well, we're not really a Van Halen channel, but we cover a lot of Van Halen stuff on the channel. We cover a lot of Kramers. I have not had the opportunity to play or hold one of these things, and man, I think this is pretty awesome. I love Explorers. The only thing I hate about Explorer shapes is they're huge, and they're just hard to carry around in a case. And if you don't have a case, it's hard to find a case that's affordable that you can buy to carry one of these around with you. But they're just huge and kind of unwieldy, but man, they're pure rock and roll machines. And this is no exception. So let's take a look at it. This Kramer has 24 frets. We got a maple neck. This is actually an alder body. That's awesome. Got a rosewood fretboard. It looks really huge, but it's really a 25.5-inch scale on this guitar. There's one volume and one tone. So the tone is a push-pull pot, so you can tap coil the humbuckers. This is not a push-pull pot on the volume. Standard 3-way toggle switch to go between your bridge and your neck pickup. I like this black hardware. The hardware is really cool. I think this color is kind of a sapphire blue. It's really dark. At first I thought it was metallic, but it's just a deep blue color. I don't know if these were the stock pickups that came with it, but this is one thing I would change. These were probably quote unquote upgrade pickups, but they're quad rail pickups. Quad rail pickups, I did some research. You can find a pair of quad rail pickups on Reverb for about $49.99. So yeah, kind of budget. I played through this thing a little bit before I shot the video, and I was not impressed with the pickups. They're kind of high gain, but they're sort of spongy sounding, not a lot of definition. They get the job done. I'll do a sound demo when I'm done videoing this for everybody. We'll plug it into the Fractal and go up in the studio and check it out. The guitar weighs 8 pounds and 14 ounces. Nothing too unusual. This is very much, you know, Gibson Explorer style. Now that Kramer is owned by Gibson, I guess they can't sue themselves for using this shape. So yeah, this is just like an Explorer. I love it. Very, very cool. Let's take a look at the backside. Okay, as promised, here is the backside of the guitar. Nothing really too exciting back here, just one control plate. There's the push-pull pot for the tone, the 3-way switch, and the volume pot. Nice large 500K pots in here. The wiring looks good. The routing looks good. Looks like they've got the shielding for better grounding stability. On the neck plate, we've got your Kramer neck plate made to rock hard. Okay, question is, where are these guitars made? Glad you asked. These guitars are made in Indonesia, which is actually really nice. Indonesia puts out some fine instruments. Look at this. This thing says second, all right? So second. The story behind this guitar was somebody won it in a contest. So it was like a raffle, okay? So obviously Kramer gave this guitar away as a second. There must be some kind of blemish or something wrong with this guitar somewhere. Not sure why they deem this guitar a second. I don't see any visible signs of scratches or dings on it. Performance-wise, it plays good. Who knows? But it was deemed a second. So that's kind of neat. It may be actually sort of maybe collectible since it's a second. I'll have to go over this thing a little bit more careful and see if I can figure out why it's a second. A lot of times Gibson will make things a second because there's a blemish in the wood, but this is a solid paint job, so no blemishes. Maybe there was something wrong with the wood before they painted it and we can't see it. Some kind of blemish or whatever. Who knows? Well, let's plug this thing in and see what it sounds like.